This was a brazen shooting that happened around 7:30 in the morning as many residents were heading off to work and kids were getting ready for school. One neighbor who lives a few houses down from here showed us a bullet hole in the side of his truck and tells me it was a traumatic experience for those who were outside when the gunshots rang out.
Just because of the volume and the closeness, it was like right outside. And then when I heard something hit the truck, then I'm like, no, there has to be somebody shooting out here.
For a split second, Chris Finley thought it was a sound of duck hunters, but quickly realized the loud bangs going off was gun violence breaking out just steps away from his home. Chris tells me he was in his garage when a bullet hit the side of his pickup truck and then saw neighbors fleeing the park.
There was a woman, neighbor, down the street, walking her dog from the park, and she was on the phone in hysterics, and she just mouthed at me, bullets. There was another witness, a woman on a bicycle, a cyclist, and she was in the park at the time, so she saw probably everything. It was traumatic for a lot of people that were actually out at the moment.
Within minutes of 911 being called, first responders were on scene and heavily armed officers surrounded Bayview Park. 2 adults suffering from gunshot wounds were located and both were pronounced dead on scene.
Our investigators are working to identify a suspect or suspects.
York Regional Police have not released the ages or genders of the victims and would not comment on whether or not they knew each other. All police have said to this point is that the homicide unit is investigating and the incident was isolated.
There was like bang, 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 and then there was a big long pause, and then there was bang, 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 bang again.
Tina's house is one of several that back onto the park. She was getting her 3 kids ready for school when she heard the shots. What followed were moments of panic.
I wasn't quite sure what to do, and I heard there was going to be lockdowns and stuff, and so I literally just asked the cop because I was trying to get through to the school, and I guess probably many parents were also trying to get through to the school. So I just asked the cop, and the cop said, lockdown, everybody stays home.
I'm told this park is a shortcut to the neighborhood school. It has ravines and bike paths. It's used by dog walkers and connects a couple of subdivisions here in Keswick.
Anybody could have been walking through that park, right? And, somebody could have been hurt by, gunfire or whatever. So it's in that regard, it's really scary.
Now, we've seen the K-9 unit on scene. We know that search teams have been combing the ravines and officers have been canvassing the neighborhood for video that may have captured the shooting or possible suspects. And at this point, York police tell me that they're still in the process of notifying the victims' families. In Keswick, Shauna Hunt, City News.